Alright, this is a new experiment. I know a few people have told me that they actually want to hear me talk, which took me by surprise. So, here we go. This is one of my greatest matches ever, certainly my highest XP score, surprisingly in a tank destroyer, which I don't normally do well with. The way I drive them tends to get me killed. Thankfully, the SU-122-44 accommodates that somewhat. So we're on Halluf. I initially did not have very high expectations for this match. Halluf, not a map I'm particularly fond of. I usually go down here, no matter which side. I hate this stalemate that always evolves at A2. So make it across, mostly safely, lose a few hit points. Nothing too terrible. And now I just wait for a moment for my spotting to disappear. From this point I would usually go around that corner, but it appears that this Churchill is interested in meeting me. So let's oblige him.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
I really do love that gun. It was, it's already an improved version of the D-25T that the Soviet heavies carry. It's more accurate, it aims faster, it fires faster, but the new Sigma changes for shot distribution have really helped it. Alright, so since we've dealt with everything immediate, onward up the hill. Everyone is always so concentrated on the cap that very rarely do they post a proper rear guard. This T1 could potentially cause a lot of problems for me because he could fire down at me and I can't do a thing about it if I'm trying to move, so just gotta make sure that we're in the clear. That one too, but he's actually up on the level above. Since neither of them seem very interested in shooting me, in fact they haven't seen me, moving on. And around the corner, thankfully not a big deal because they have no idea I'm here. But now he does, and he's in for a surprise. The gun is almost unfair against tier 5s. It's 2 shots and they're done. And it's almost impossible to bounce. Yeah, see, that's a very low effort kill. I'll let my compatriot take point. He's in slightly better shape than I am. And I'll ram that just for fun, or because I wasn't paying attention. T1 decides he's gonna get dangerous. Not dangerous, that was dumb. Brave. And he almost got me, but thankfully gravity's a thing, so he didn't land on me. Unfortunately, now I'm stuck. And if that Arl takes out that 122, I'm done. But thankfully, like, these dudes, I don't know who they are. I've never met them before. I'll probably never meet them again, but they are awesome. And everything that happens after this point would not have been possible without them. So don't let me hear that randoms never help you. Sometimes they do. It's T-43, gonna stick his head out, has no idea what's about to happen. Like I said, gun's almost cheating. And that's a tier 7. I'm gonna move in and take advantage of the distraction that Cromwell has created.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
hurt, had no idea who was there. Not a good idea to trade shots with another 122-44 when you're already really low on health. So moving on to the capture point, they're so tightly clustered that even when I lose vision here, it doesn't matter. Just fire. Reset. Fire again. I have no idea who I hit. See, even when I miss, I still hit. And these guys can't see me. They have no idea what's happening. They're just dying. Switch to HE to try and get that IS-2, but an advantageous shot on the Cromwell appears, and I end up shooting somebody entirely different. So, load for 1, shoot for 2, kill 3. It was a bit of a crazy match.
They're knocked out.
At this point, my biggest concern is whether or not my ammo supply will hold out. And whether my spotters will hold out, because I'm rapidly running out of those. And even with optics mounted, I cannot see the capture point. Thankfully, the enemy 122 did not bother coming over to do anything about me. And again, nobody spotted me, so he probably doesn't know where I am. I'm spotted. That's not great, but it's that or lose, so gotta wait for this 120 or this IS-2 to show himself. Normally, in this sort of situation, I would not advocate sitting and camping, but I have the ability to kill him in one shot if I can get the shot, and he's preoccupied with the team, so I just might get that. If he's dumb and he backs up too much, or if he exposes his turret too much, he's done. There we go.
They're knocked out. Penetration.
Now thankfully the SU-122-44 that has decloaked behind me does not seem to know where I am, so he does not come and kill me, which is fantastic. Because while there's a chance he would roll low and I wouldn't die, there's a slim one. Not something to be relied on. Unfortunately, he does not obligingly drive into the open for me to kill, and takes out my teammate. So, at this point, it's me versus a tank that can easily kill me in one shot, and the Tiger, which would take 2. So things aren't looking very good. Also, I'm sort of stuck in this weird area here. I don't have good vision or anything. This is when it gets really scary. Before, I had a chance. Now, one shot from either one of them. That's it. Game over. Done. Still, I think this is the most kills I've gotten in a tank destroyer since the old Martyr 2, which is just cheating anyway. And at this point, I think the jig's up. He's looking at me. There's not a very high chance that he will bounce or anything like that, and that Tiger is undoubtedly slowly creeping up the hill behind me. So, I decide, gotta get him to shoot. It's my only chance. And he turfs it on the mantlet. So here's my one chance to kill him. And I screw it up. But then he screws it up. You have no idea how much my heart was pounding at this moment. And then I don't kill him, and I'm like, okay, game's over again. And then he bounces again. I don't know how many of my lives I just used up, but it was a bunch of them right there. So, deal with him. Unfortunately, despite having 10 games and yay, pool's medal, it still doesn't look good for me winning. I mean, the Tiger has enough hit points to probably take 2 shots, and he's undoubtedly had a little time to prepare. I have no idea where he is. He's got a turret. I don't. It's not looking good. And then surprise Tiger. And I'm like, well, this is the end. And then he bounces. Snapshot. Doesn't work. And I'm like, well, I'm about to die now. And I get lucky again. Phenomenally lucky. I checked later, he was using the short 88, so that's probably what saved me. And here are the post-battle screens. As you can see, there is a profusion of medals.